Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again.
Fanatics.
Hey, yeah, I'm back. And we're about to hit our power rankings
I'm a fanatic
of the week.
I'm a Buffalo fanatic.
I got a lot of great feedback from y'all last week. We were like, yo, I kind of like this. Let's keep rolling with this top 10, and then we go through the schedule, and then whatever y'all want to talk about when it comes to the Bills, we could talk about. I mean, let's talk about that press conference by my guy, McDermott. I got questions, McDermott. You got some things to clear up for me, because right now I don't like what I'm seeing. It's clear as mud right now. Talk about we need to be in a circle singing Kumbaya, and we singing the same song, but we're not on the right tune. All that blase. Bruh, you didn't just become the head coach of this team yesterday. I ain't trying to hear all that. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear all that. And as a Bills fan, I think all Bills fans should feel the same way. If you're looking at this and be like, yo, we on the same page, I get it. Sometimes there's miscommunication here and there, but you fix the communication so that it doesn't happen again. How often are we hearing it was miscommunication, 13 seconds? It was miscommunication, 13 guys on the field. Or 12, I'm thinking CFL. Look at me, right? 12 guys on the field, miscommunication, or we're not even talking. Miscommunication or no communication, whatever it is, bro, that communication's got to be down pat, because we cannot keep leaning on the air of communication. Because if you are not a communicator, fam, by the end of the season, somebody's going to be communicating with you to say, peace, go join your boy Saleh. I don't want that to happen. I like McDermott. You guys already know that. You guys always call me a McDermott apologist. Well, when I keep it real like this and y'all crickets, I don't hear none. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, because we ain't ready to talk Bills football just yet. We're going to get into that. But we got some power rankings to go through. And there's been some shakeups. There's been some shakeups in the power rankings. And we're here to get through it. We're here to get through it. So we'll get in there. By the way, I got to give a shout out to everybody tuned in. I know it's an impromptu show, so you're probably getting your notifications a little late. If you have not received your notifications, shame on you. You know what I mean? Jump in there, click that notification bell, and let's get it rocking. Salute to my guy, Walter McDermott apologist. That is I. I'm always trying to look out for my guy McDermott. You know what I mean? He gets a lot of scrutiny, and as he should, because he's a head coach and he's got to answer for it. But lately, he's been answering too much for others. The others are failing, and he's answering for it. I know you're the head coach, but he's in a tough place, because you can't go and fire your offensive coordinator and go from there. Yo, hold up. I gotta say something. So, side note. I gotta say this. So, for those that are struggling with getting older, and I'm not struggling with it. I love it. I think it's a blessing. The more years that the good Lord puts on me, I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Because we are never promised the next day. You know what I mean? However, when I get this title put on me, bro, listen, unks are not like 39 going to 40. I'm sorry, bro. The last time I checked, unks are usually like, when you give somebody unk, they're in like, you mean the 60s? Can I say 60s? Maybe I'll drop it to 55. 55. All right, you can call me unk. Well, your boy's not even 40 yet. You trying to label me as unk? I ain't there yet. I mean, I am an uncle, but unk is different. Unk is different. I mean, sometimes I can come off as, for those that personally know me, I mean, I got that old soul in me. I got it. But Nick, cut it out, bro. You know, I say it was all love, but hey, listen, man, if unk is a term of endearment, and you know what I mean, you look up to unk, you want advice from unk, because I give some decent advice, life advice. I mean, I got some experience under my belt. But shit, did I reach unk status already? Dang. And for those that are struggling with that, are you good with it when people call you unk? Isn't there an age where this is where they can call you auntie and unk? You can't be calling someone 40. Hey, auntie, bruh. Cut it out, bruh. That ain't it. But anyway, let me keep it rolling. Salute to my guy Jaco. Says, yo, that storm is hitting, bro. Fam, I got family out there, man. And they're in the eye of it. So I know people are moving, evacuating, all that good stuff. I still got to get a hold of my cousin and see how she's doing out there. I know it's a tough time. when you're in Florida, baby. It's a tough time, man. It's a tough time. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, folks. So let's get to football because it's not going to be a long show today. It's not going to be a long show. I just want to get in there and chat it up. My man said, that's a great take, Rico. I mean, shit. Have we reached that status yet? No. You can't just be labeling Unc just because somebody's older than you. You can't be 20, 25 years old calling a 35-year-old Unc. We 10 years apart, bitch. What the fuck? I didn't want to cuss. You see, you got me cussing. I don't want to cuss. But shit, man. Nick, I ain't there yet. You probably, 4 years younger than me? Unless Nick is sitting here at like 14 years of age, I bet you can call me Unc. But like if we 10 years apart, we 15 years apart, nah, bro. And I ain't in that Unc status. I'm just keeping it a buck. Anyway, let's keep it rolling, man. Let's get to the power ranking top 10. Rico's power ranking top 10 team. There's been a couple shuffles here and there. Nothing crazy, nothing really shuffled around the league too much this past week. I mean, a couple upsets here and there, but nothing that is going to shake up the top 10. Maybe in the top 15, top 20, there's where all the rumblings and the shakeups have happened. But top 10 has pretty much remained somewhat the same. I mean, Rico, this is a must-win. 4-2 is better than 3. Golly. And it's so true. And it hits different because you go 4-2, you're now ahead of the game in the AFC East, heavily ahead of the game. And that's what you need. The point of the game is to win your division. Win your division, and the rest falls into place. But golly, if you go 3-3, bro, we can't have that. I mean, let me get into the power rankings. Let me get into the schedule, and then we can kind of touch on some Bill stuff. And if we got to touch on some Bill stuff in between, let's roll with it. But let me get my banners ready, and then we'll get this thing cracking and shaking. By the way, for those that are tuned in right now, do me a favor, smash that like while you guys are here. If you guys have never seen this channel before, and you're probably wondering what the heck this setup is, listen, it's just an impromptu setup. Unfortunately, I'm here for the week, and again, I'm here next week. They just asked if I would return and do my thing over here, and guess what? Your boy's gonna be back. So, pardon the Wi-Fi, pardon the setup. It's just the way it's gonna roll for now. So that being said, let us get into this Power 10. Let me just kind of top 10 power ranking. All right, let's get this cracking here. Forgive me while I type this all in. I thought I had it cracking, but I didn't. So forgive your boy. As I'm here chatting with y'all, like I said, smash that like, subscribe if you have not subscribed. But the most important thing, folks, do me a favor. If you want to support the Buffalo Fanatics and you've been showing love, but you've been wondering, I want to be more involved. I want to show love to you guys. How do I do it? I just love what you guys do, and we appreciate it very much. We really do. Supportbf.com, www.supportbf.com. Everything that is related to the Buffalo Fanatics is right there in that link. I made it so simple for you, and you can go ahead and just peruse, take a look, and support and show some love, and we'll go from there. All right. That being said, let's roll with the top 10 power ranking. And we're going to start with number 10. Number 10 on this list, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen, man, I got love for the Pittsburgh Steelers because defensively they're freaking sound. I like their head coach and Mike Tomlin. I like the makeup of this team. This team gives you, we're going to run the ball and we're going to play some good defense. Problem is that quarterback position is absolutely abysmal. They're absolutely abysmal. And they've got sequences of good playing, and then there's just bad football being played offensively. TJ Watt is an absolute animal. He is a dog. That boy a player. He's that dude, man. The defensive backfield is solid in Pittsburgh. Fam. That team, I don't know if they're gonna switch over and hit Russell Wilson up and say, yo, you're taking over. I don't know if Russell Wilson's gonna be part of a trade somewhere. Do they send him somewhere? Is Miami desperate enough to? I highly doubt it. It would cost too much in terms of draft capital, because I'm sure the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to want draft capital, because in terms of financials, it won't cost them a thing. Draft capital, how much of it is it worth? To me, power ranking, Pittsburgh Steelers are in their top 10. But that quarterback, if that quarterback position gets better, this team could be a dangerous team. Problem is, you got Russell Wilson, you got Justin Fields. I mean, shit, take your pick. I don't like either one of them. I mean, Russell's waiting for it, so you hope that you get that. You mean that resurgence, almost like a Von Miller resurgence, but right now you don't. You got an older, declining quarterback that just got off of a calf injury. He's ready to go at one point, and you got Fields. Take your pick. So Pittsburgh Steelers top 10. That is my top 10 team. That's my 10th team right off the rip. What do you guys think about that one? Are you okay with Pittsburgh Steelers being in the top 10? That's a good team. It's a good defensive team. It's a well-coached team. But I saw something that was super alarming when watching the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think it was, I don't remember the Twitter handle or the X handle, but somebody was fixating strictly on Pickens, George Pickens. And they had like a minute and a half of footage of George Pickens. They had an overview bird's eye shot of Pickens and then a zoomed in view of just Pickens, right? The whole play on the top and on the bottom of the screen had just George Pickens. Fam. This guy would, and they're like, and the question was, what do you see? Or what stands out to you? Something of that nature. And the whole time, this guy was dogging his routes. Lazy route running. Just not giving a damn. And the worst part is, with his lazy route running, he was still open. He was still getting open. And the worst part of all this is he's lazily running his routes. He's somewhat open, and they're still not throwing him the football. Is that a lack of confidence in your quarterback after he makes his first read? You know he ain't going to you, or are you that frustrated with this offense that you want out? And this is your way of showing it. I don't like. There was a play where the ball was to go to him, and he ran the lazy route, and I guess he dropped the football, or it was contested, or whatever the case is. You can see Mike Tomlin throw his hands up, like, "Yo, he's sick of him. He is sick of him." I'm telling you right now, man. So, it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. So, when you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, I got them as my top 10 team. That's number 10. All right, let's move on from that. Let's move on to number 9. Who do you think I got at number 9? And as I go through my list at number 9, I'll kind of jump in between and check the chat real quick. My guy Walter says, "Yo, for a team that's committed to the run, they aren't particularly good at it," which I find very bizarre. They should be way better in the run. I know they're committed to it, but they're a puzzling team to cover. And every year they seem to be in the mix. Every year they're in the mix, and they happen to be in the mix yet again. So it's bizarre to me. It's weird, but we are where we are at this point. So you're right about that, man. You got Jaylen Warren and you got my boy from Alabama. Like, what are we doing here? The Pittsburgh Steelers could be a much better team. That quarterback plays was killing him. You're killing him. Anyway, let's move it on, man. My man Walter says, "Yo, Pickens is a no-go for me. If the Steelers would trade him, I'm not against the idea of trading for a diva receiver like most, but Pickens may be the biggest diva in recent memory." Bruh, I see the way he's playing on that field, bro. Not interested. Because the minute that he ain't happy, I mean, or that like, yo, play hard on the field at least. At least if you do your ranting, do that ranting on the sideline and shit. But when you do it on the field, when you're next to 10 other guys, nah, bro, you got to go. You got to go. So I can't see him being re-upped, or he might even be shipped. You never know. All right, number 9, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers remain in the top 10. They're at the 9 spot. I like what Tampa's doing, man. I really like what Tampa's doing defensively. They're pretty solid. Todd Bowles got these boys always playing hard. Todd Bowles is a good defensive coach, man. He ain't got a lot of character in his face. He ain't got a lot of charisma, right? But he's got them boys playing. And Baker Mayfield certainly has a grasp of this offense. He really does have a grasp of this offense. I'm still not impressed with that run game. That run game is still poo-poo to me. But you got a dual threat, a dual type back in Rachaad White. He can run the football, not very well, but he can catch out of the backfield. And that's what gives him some value in that offense. But Tampa's doing all right, man. Tampa's doing all right. They got that NFC South. They can still have a great hold of it. They're doing all right. You got the Saints that just took an L this week, so that one hurts. And here's the thing. These two teams face each other this week, week 6. So that will further either strengthen the hole that the Buccaneers have, or it's problematic because right now the Saints will be out without Carr for the multiple weeks, and on top of that, Rashid Shaheed is hurt, so he might not play. So, but here's the thing though, they got that Rutgers quarterback that had a decent camp this offseason. So don't sleep too much on the Ritter, that Ritter cat. Don't sleep too much on the Saints. The Saints could do some damage now, but I mean the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing well. So that one is a close game that I'm going to monitor really closely. I lean towards Tampa, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. So to me, the number 9 team goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go to number 8. Simple. Spencer Rattler. What did I say? Ritter? Ritter's a bum. I get those two mixed up. Those two light-skinned cats. I get the two light-skinned cat mixed up. Ritter's the bum. Rattler. Spencer Rattler. Thank you very much for that. Spencer Rattler. That guy, he can play, man. He's athletic. He can sling that rock. He's got a gun for a can. He's got a cannon for an arm. He can sling that thing. And he seems to have some feistiness to him. So thank you very much, Cody Benz. My guy coming through heavy. What did I say? Ritter. Ritter is an absolute atrocious. I don't know where he's still in the league. That guy was terrible, man. Anyway, albino Mahomes for real, right? Them nice Kit Kats, bro. I tell you. Anyway, let's move on to my number 18, Green Bay Packers. Green Bay, they got their boy Jordan Love back. He was a little rusty at first, but they got the dub this weekend, and they're looking to make some noise. They're going up against the Arizona Cardinals, which are playing pretty well right now. But Green Bay, they're coming off a strong season last year. Obviously, their season's off to a pretty slow start because of the injury to Jordan Love. But Malik Willis had these boys staying relevant. Right now. So I got to give some love to Green Bay. They seem to be finding their way. And I have these guys ranked at number 8. The number 8 ranked team for me is the Green Bay Packers. Are you guys against? Do you feel like a team that should be above that? Let me know in the chat, sound off, and we can talk about it. We can debate if we need to. All right, so that's number 8, the Green Bay Packers. Run game solid. They seem to be getting along defensively well. I think they're well coached on offense, man. LaFleur got these boys playing really, really, really well. Now they're a little banged up at the receiver position, right? Dubs, I think, is nursing some injuries, and apparently I see him part of some trade rumors here and there. Whether that goes down, I don't know. I think you need to keep Christian Watson and you got to keep Romeo Dubs together. You got Jacobs that can do both. So it's a good squad. That's a good squad. And Jordan Love is looking to bounce back, right? He's a little rusty right now. His knees a little banged up. But once he gets back in the flow of things and he's got a good grasp of this offense, bro, the Green Bay Packers can be a deadly team. But NFC North has gotten a little better. Detroit is looking to make some noise. They're 3-1 right now. So we'll talk about Detroit in just a little bit. But you got Detroit, you got Chicago. You mean finding their way in a little bit. And then you got Minnesota Vikings that are killing the game right now. So that NFC North, man, is no joke. It is no joke. I can't believe it because the back of the day, when you said the NFC North, you're pretty much talking about one team, and that's Green Bay. And the rest were just whatever. So kudos to the Vikes. Kudos to to Green Bay holding it down. And the rest of the NFC North, man, Detroit, bro, that's a good division. That's a great division of football out there. So I like it. I like what's going on out there, man. So we'll go from there. Rico out here looking like an NY. He's stupid, man. Stupid ass. He said it's the do-rag. What up, B? But apparently people call me Unc. Anyway, we'll go from there. We'll keep it pushing. What do we got? We got Miguel says, yo, Amari Cooper or Christian Kirk would be a good fit. Christian Kirk, stays in the slot. We pretty much have a slot guy in Khalil Shakir. He owns that shit. That's his spot. So if we were to bring in a team, I haven't seen the Bills say, no, we're not bringing anybody in until somebody steps up. The Dallas Cowboys already said we out. That doesn't surprise me. You had a chance to get King Henry and you said too much. $8 million, too much. Anyway, so yeah, man, we'll see. Amari Cooper could be a great fit. He doesn't say much. He ain't gonna cry. Even when the poor play that's happening in Cleveland, you don't really hear him saying going off at all. He's chilling. So if we could lure Amari Cooper to the Bills, I think that'd be great. You have a solid route runner. He can still get down the field. And I think that he's smart enough that he can kind of, you know what I mean, adapt to what we're doing, get some packages in there for him, and let's go. Let's smack him up. But you know what I mean, you got Brandon Bean here out here bullshitting. Step it up, baby. Step it up. Anyways, we'll get into some Brandon Bean talk in just a little bit. But let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing, people. So let me recap. We got at number 10, Steelers. At number 9, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At number 8, Green Bay Packers. Who do you think I have at number 7? At number 7, who do you have at number 7? You guys talk to me. Let me know if there's any worthy team that has moved up, moved down. What say you guys? I see a lot of nobody's sure. Do the Bills fall at number 7? Because that's exactly where I have them. The Buffalo Bills at number 7. Now, some folks might have them a little lower. I mean, maybe a number 9 team. The way that we've lost 2 in a row would have them drop significantly. Last week, I had the Bills at the 3 spot. Some people thought that was way too high. Now I've dropped them to 7. And here's the reason why. And I can speak a little more on this team because obviously I root for this team, and that's the team that I cover. Here's the deal. The losses that we've taken, listen, the Ravens, they just they smacked us. They smacked us. We deserved it. We didn't come out to play, and we didn't play ball. We didn't play good ball whatsoever. Defensively, offensively, it just wasn't good enough. It just didn't make the cut. We get it. Sometimes you get smacked up. We got to send you back home so you can revisit the things that could have been done better. And at this point, not a whole lot was done great in that game. So that being said, as we sit here and lament on what the Bills could have done and what we can do better, we got smacked up. So now we have a chance to redeem ourselves in a passionate game against the Houston Texans. I don't have to rehash what has happened. We lost. Why we lost? Coaching. Coaching lost it. Quarterback play lost it. Not enough plays offensively lost. The receivers lost it for us. It was just a litany of things, but it was more directed to coaching, quarterback play, receivers, right? It just wasn't good enough. Even, you know what? I'll throw in the O-line. The O-line did not do Josh Allen any favors. No favors. You know what I mean? They gave him no favors whatsoever. Josh did not feel comfortable. But there's a combination. Because if your receivers aren't getting enough separation, they're not getting open enough, guess what? Josh Allen's got to hold on to the ball a little longer. Now, if he was an immobile quarterback, he's getting sacked all day. But because by the grace of the good Lord, the good Lord gave him some twitch, gave him a little something to get out there, he's been kind of running around the pocket, getting some space, giving himself some space and some time to continue to get you guys some time to get open. And still can't even say it. Can't even do it. So I'm just saying it's got to be better across the whole offense. So then here comes McDermott. McDermott coming in today talking about, communication's got to be better. We're all sitting by a campfire, but we're singing the song, but not everybody's on the same tune. I'm paraphrasing here, by the way. That's pretty much what I heard. We all singing the song, but somebody's flat over here, somebody's too high pitched, somebody's too baritone and too low. Like, there's a whole lot of, we're doing things together, but we're all singing our own song. That's pretty much what I heard. Well, you're the one with the guitar, my guy. You're the one with the guitar. Aren't you the one that's supposed to cue everybody in? And a 1 and a 2 and kumbaya. That's you. Now, if you off rhythm, coach, then everybody else is going to be off rhythm. You ever thought of that, Mr. Campfire? You know what I'm saying? You ever thought of that? Because right now we looking at you to count us in. And a 1 and a 2 and a See, that's rhythm. But you're and a 1 and a nah, man, you off rhythm, kid. You off rhythm. And how am I supposed to jump in? It's like hopscotch. I'm trying to, you're cueing me in and I can't get cued in because you ain't cueing me in properly, coach. So, coach, I'm on your ass, coach. And I like McDermott. You guys already know that. I'm a fan. But fam, we are a much better team than what we're showing, especially in these last 2 games. And the Texans team, that should have been a win. Should have been a win. We had our opportunity in the red zone, and we botched it. We settled for field goals. We settled for field goals, man. And that's not good enough. It's not good enough in this game, man. First 3 games, we putting up 30-plus points, and now we struggling offensively? Dude, better now than later. So y'all got some time to fix that. Y'all got some time. So we'll see how it all plays out. Kim, plenty of blame to go around. You absolutely right. Plenty of blame. But guess what? The blame, it falls on McDermott at the end of the day. Falls on McDermott. That's what it comes down to. So let's move on. Number 7, I got the Bills. Where the Bills need to be to get better, where the Bills need to improve, because offensively they're not gelling. And Josh Allen he needs to find his second primary offensive piece that he likes. We already know he likes Khalil Shakir. It's evident these guys have connected. The guy that you should be connecting with often and trying to get Joe Brady to try to help you out is Kincaid. Kincaid is a first-round tight end. The fact that we drafted a tight end in the first round should tell you everything. If you're going to draft a tight end in the first freaking round, get that brother involved. And he's not involved enough for me. Walter's been on my ass saying, yo, bro, you keep going after everybody else. What about Kincaid? Well, we are going into week 6, and he hasn't done enough for me. He hasn't done enough. We're in October football. This is where we start to kind of, all right, September is in the past. It's in the rear view. All right? Dust off the shit that we did in September. Now it's October. Let's go. Come on now. I need a little more from my man Kincaid. I need a little more from my guy Kincaid. Let's keep it rolling. So number 7, I got the Bills. Number 6, Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore came in and kicked the door down against us in Buffalo. Then they came in and had a barn burner against the Cincinnati Bengals. The reason I haven't moved up the Baltimore Ravens too much more is y'all had to go to the limits. The team that is surging, I mean, not surging, the team you guys are surging, but the fact that the Cincinnati Bengals are where they're at right now, I know their backs were against the balls. The backs were against the wall, so you got everything they had. And what's impressive is that Lamar Jackson was able to make big plays down the stretch. And they love Lamar Jackson over there. And it seems as though he's got his mojo. His mojo is going. The run game is going. I mean, you got King Henry looking damn good. Fam, Baltimore is looking nice, man. And they had to put points up on the board. And they had to go to overtime to do it. And they did a damn good job. So I got to get Baltimore up at number 6. Baltimore is up at number 6. And offensively, man, they're pushing, man. They're doing really well. You got to give all the credit to the Baltimore Ravens, man. They earned it. They were 0-2. They started the season 0-2. And now, look at them. Top 10 team. Big shout out to the Baltimore Ravens. Y'all deserve to be at number 6. Let's go. Number 5. Detroit Lions. Detroit, the D. Give it to Detroit, man. Jared Goff, the last performance we have from Jared Goff, the boy went 18 for 18, just shy of 300 yards. The boy was cooking. They had a bye week this week, so you got to give them their ability to come in and see what they can do going forward. So they got a big week coming. I think Detroit. Who did Detroit Lions play? Detroit is playing. Who Detroit playing, man? Who y'all playing, Detroit? Detroit is playing Dallas Cowboys? Really? That can't be right. Yo, they're playing Dallas Cowboys. Yep. So Dallas Cowboys is who you guys are going to be playing. So that's going to be a tough match because right now, here we go, Dak Prescott. You know what I mean? He came into clutch for his boys and got them to win against a good defensive team in Pittsburgh. So Detroit, I got to give it to you guys. You guys are number 5 on my list. You guys are still a solid team, a well-coached team, and you guys are still starting to get your act together. So I'm sure that you guys are going to have a late push to really push to get that spot in the NFC North that I said that was really tough. You got to take down the Green Bay Packers. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to compete against the Vikings. So watch out. That's the tough division right there. So Detroit, number 5. Number 4. Whew, these teams came out of nowhere. The freaking Washington Commanders. Bro, give all the freaking respect to the Washington Commanders. They deserve all the love they're getting. Jaden Daniels is absolutely a freaking stud. This brother is a stud. I don't even know who to compare him to because I thought he was so underweight, in my opinion, for the quarterback position. I thought and he was tall, he's lanky, right? Yo, he thought boy was gonna get broken. No, man. He is a pocket quarterback that can take off at any point, and he's athletic enough to really stretch the field. I don't want to say he's a little bit of Lamar Jackson, but he's athletic. I'm not saying he's Lamar Jackson, but he's like 2 tiers below Lamar Jackson, and that's damn good. Still damn good. The Commanders sitting at 4-1, leading the NFC East. Give credit to this team, man. Listen, Washington Commanders, they're actually facing the Baltimore Ravens this week. That is going to be a matchup. The battle of the the DMV. I think that's Maryland, Washington, all that stuff. They're all in the same area, right? I think geographically, I think I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know. But Jaden Daniels is absolutely a stud. Let me tell you something. You got a number 3 offense. You got the 16th ranked defense, the 13th ranked passing, and they're a damn good rushing team. Brian Robinson has got this team rolling. And Austin Eckler. Fam, watch out for the Commanders, man. You got Cliff Kingsbury. He's rejuvenating his freaking career with the college quarterback. And Dan Quinn is doing it right now. The Commanders mean business. They absolutely mean business. So I'm putting these guys at the number 4 spot. I don't care what anybody tells me. The 4-1 Commanders deserve every shot that they're getting, and they're beating some good teams. They're beating good teams, and they're doing it convincingly. Scary Terry he's reemerged. At first, we were like, yo, where is Scary Terry, man? Where he at? He gets himself a quarterback, and now he's a top-tier guy now. So fantasy guys that had him last year struggled with him. This year, balling. So big shout out to the Commanders. And here's the thing: if it's true, and they were rumored to be involved in these trades for Davante Adams, you can see Davante Adams in the Washington Commanders jersey. Golly, that would be nasty, absolutely nasty. So Washington Commanders number four, got to give it to him. Number 3, Houston Texans, give it to him. CJ Stroud torched us. Although he fumbled and he had an interception, there wasn't a whole lot our defense could do, man. He was lighting us up. He was lighting us up. The middle of the field, he was tagging anybody he wanted. He really and Nico Collins runs right by our safeties and just hits it. Imagine Nico Collins remain in the game. That would have been a problem because you got Nico you got to deal with, you got Schultz you got to deal with, you got Diggs you got to deal with, and they didn't even have Joe Mixon. They didn't have Damian Pierce. They didn't even have Titus. So, I mean, there was a few guys that were missing. Obviously, the Bills were missing some guys too. But if they had a full complement of their players, we would have been in muy trouble. We would have been in muy trouble. So the fact that we got away with almost beating the Texans, it was nice. But the Texans deserve to be here, man. 4-1, and they did it with Nico Collins hurt, and they still took down in my opinion, a very solid team in the Buffalo Bills. They just got to find their way. Kudos to the Texans, man. They're 4-1. They're 4-1, and Jane Daniels. CJ Stroud is starting to get hot. That's 2 straight games now. He's played extremely well. So that boy's starting to get hot right now. It'd be nice because I have you as my starting quarterback for my fantasy team. In the first 3 weeks, you just been giving mediocre play. Now you want to start playing? My team is on 5 for crying aloud. Sick of it. I'm sick. All right, let's move on. Number 3, I got the Texans. Number 2, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs has been the top dog. They've been the top dog all week, but with the type of playing they have done and the close calls they've had and the way the Vikings have been playing, and you guys already know what time it is, man. I got the Chiefs at 2, and I got the Vikings at 1. The Vikings are the number 1 team in the league right now. Defensively, they're playing balls to the wall, man. They're playing absolutely great. I kind of want to see where they're at in terms of ranking, because I'm curious to see where they rank in terms of defensively, offensively, the whole shebang. Because I got Chiefs at number 2, and I got the Vikings. Lo and behold, the Vikings at number 1. Let me take a look real quick at what the Vikings bring to the table. So right now, the Vikings are ranked. Let me find my Vikings. Where they? Oh, they got a bye this week. I think the Vikings got a bye this week. Oh, that's why I can't see it. No stress. We'll look into that afterwards. But I think the Vikings have a bye. So the Vikings are sitting here at 5-0 with a bye. You got the Chiefs that are sitting here. They just know how to win games, man. They just know how to win games. You got to give credit to the Chiefs. They get the job done. They get the job done, and that's what Bills fans have been waiting and just waiting for that to happen, man. They just get the job freaking done. There's no way else to put it. They get the job done. The Saints tried to do everything they could to try to make this game close, but these boys just know how to do it. And you see it and you admire what they have. And they're beat up. They got JJ, they got Schuster, Juju Smith-Schuster coming in and doing work. I mean, this guy's been on a couple teams now, and he's back with the Chiefs, and he's doing work. Pat Mahomes is just that good. He makes the players around him better. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And he's got a great offensive coordinator. They're in lockstep. They're singing the same song. They're on the same beat, and they get each other. It'd be nice if my coaches were on the same beat as the damn quarterback. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We'll get it done. We'll get it fixed. Apparently, that's what they said. But that's my power rankings for y'all. Let me recap for you. I got the Steelers at 10, Tampa 9, Green Bay 8, Buffalo 7, Baltimore 6, Detroit 5. I got the Commanders at 4, Texans 3, and I got the Vikings at 1 and the Chiefs at 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your Power 10 ranking for week 6. If you guys appreciate that, if you guys like that list, if there's some teams that should be tweaked and moved around, let me know. You have an opportunity. Take your little keyboard, type it in, take your phone, type it in, get in there, and let's have a conversation. All right? Now, that's out of the way. My man Red King, what's Red King saying? Red King says, yo, the Chiefs actually winning easily despite the scores. Bro, I don't think they're winning easy. They may make some moments look easy, but they've been given some tough matchups. It's just that they end up getting the job done in the end. Oh, the Vikings and Chiefs. Look at that. The Vikings and Chiefs are on bye. So there you go. The two best teams in the league, chilling. They got their job done, and now they get to, heal up while the others fight for scraps. And the scraps I'm talking about are the wins. We're trying to fight for wins, people. We're trying to fight for wins. We can't buy one, for crying out loud. The Bills are 0-2. We got a Monday night matchup against the freaking Jets. We cannot lose to the Jets to go 3 games straight losing. We can't. We can't allow that. That'll make me sick if that happens, bro. Especially to the Jets. To the Jets. And then we relinquish the top spot in the AFC East to the Jets. That's the team I hate the most. Can't do it. And them boys get their boy Robert Saleh fired and all those things that is going on right now. And bro, that team makes me sick, bro. I can't stand the Jets. But we got to take them down. We got to take them down. All our shit talking we doing, we better be on the field, and we better take them down. That's the way I look at it. My girl Laura says, yo, Vikings are killing it. I know, right? Yo, the Vikings, man, they look good. They look good. Defensively, they look good. They got a run game. They got a pass game. And they got a quarterback. Sam Darnold has found himself in an offense that caters to his skill set, that caters to the way he thinks, and him and coach are like this. And that's why you see the results. They're 5-0. They're 5-0. So kudos to these boys, man. They're really doing work. They're really doing work. Nick Provia says, yo, Reek's hate watch on the Jets this weekend will be generational. Listen, man. I just don't like the Jets, man. I don't like the Jets. I don't like them. I don't know what to say. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I'm not a fan of Aaron Rodgers too much. He's funny here and there. But like the thing that pissed me off a lot was when coach tried to give him a little dap and a little love, boy pushes him off. One thing I can't stand, personal thing I can't stand, is disrespect. I can't stand disrespect. I can't. If you don't like someone, you know what I'm saying, and you don't feel good about whatever, bro, save that shit for, behind closed doors. But when everybody's watching, you're going to shove me like that, bro, you're done with me, man. I'm surprised Saleh didn't snub him in his mouth right there and say, yo, man, you ain't ain't go play me like that. But guess what? Saleh is the one that got played because he fired right now. And we'll see how the Jets respond. Either the Jets respond tremendously and they put a beat down on the Bills, or they fall into abyss. They just down the toilet. And then we all get the last laugh, and so does Saleh. But we'll see. You know how it happens, man. When a team gets fired, team rallies around the new guy, and they play well. Just like when that hit piece came out. I hate to call it a hit piece, but that article that came out by GoLong at golong.com. Excuse me. Tyler Dunn. It galvanized the team. The Bills were like, oh, you talk shit about my coach. You talking shit about us? The Bills ripped off 6 games in a row. Thank you, Tyler Dunn. The Bills were pretty much saying that. The Jets have an opportunity to do that right now. But what a mess that Jets situation is. But I mean, we already got into it yesterday, so ain't no point in getting into it again. Zach Barker, what up, Barker? He says, yo, Rico, I can't wait for Monday. Must win, and I'll be in the first row. Go ahead, boy. First row, 223 in the end zone, bro. That's a 6 seat. Bro, have fun, man. Have fun, brother. And listen, do like my girl Celeste, man. Get yourself a sign big enough and hold that thing up, man. The cameras will probably find you. They'll find you if the Bills are winning, that is. They'll find you. They'll find you and they'll put it up there. So put a sign in there and put a little BF there, Buffalo Fanatics, so everybody knows what's up. Anyway, let's move on to the next portion of our show, folks, and that is the pick'ems. Let's see how well we do in picking these games. So let's go ahead and get right into it right this second. First game on the slate, Thursday night football, tomorrow night. The San Francisco 49ers at Seattle. Both these teams are coming off losses. San Francisco, I don't know what the heck is going on with San Fran. I have no idea. I don't think anybody knows what's going on with San Fran. They got George Kittle. Kim Betts, have a good night, my love. They got George Kittle. You got Debo. You got Brandon Ayuk. You got your quarterback. You got a great offensive coordinator. What the heck is missing? And here's the worst part. DK Metcalf. I'm not a fan of people giving bulletin board material. I really am not. I don't like it. So here's what DK Metcalf had to say. I'm going to try to find it for you. Please let me find it. And let me read that to you guys, because this guy just put out the major bulletin board material that you don't want a team ever seeing. And I hope it's true, because if it's true, it's even better. But if it's not true, then it sucks, because then I look like a damn fool promoting that shit. But it still goes a long way when I hate when people give bulletin board material. I mean, our guy, he did actually say it. Oh my gosh, he doesn't. I thought it was a joke, but it's not a joke. So look at this. Somebody look at this. Let me just open this up for y'all so you guys can. Let me share my screen. So DK Metcalf, I guess he was asked about the 49ers and what the 49ers bring to the table, blase, yada, yada, yada. This brother said, and I don't know if this is true or not. If this is true, great. If not, so be it. But I think it's hilarious anyway. This brother said, I've seen their film, and honestly, this is the least worried I've ever been facing them. Their defense isn't that good. They can't tackle, and they aren't good in coverage. I'll have a career night. What? Yo, that's the ultimate flex shit talk from a receiver. That's the ultimate flex shit talk. I'm going to probably have a career night. The nerve. The absolute nerve and the gull of DK Metcalf. You better hope Geno Smith is ready to sling that rock. And if he does have a career night, yo, I had a way to call your shot. I had a way to get your team ready. Let me tell you something, man. If he's saying what he's saying and their defense ain't that good, that means Kenneth Walker is going to have a day. And if Kenneth Walker is having a day, it's going to make this defense and Fred Warner come up. And I think Fred Warner's banged up. So, shoot. Watch out, Seattle. So, that being said, give me Seattle for the win, baby. Give me Seattle for the win. They're at home. They got the 12th man, and they're feeling froggy. Yo, give me Seattle for the win, baby. I'll take that all day. So, give me Seattle for the win. Let's keep it rolling. So, Thursday Night Football, Seattle over San Fran. Let me write this sucker down. Actually, I'm not going to write it down. All right. Seattle over San Fran. Let's go. Bears versus Jacksonville. Jacksonville will be traveling to Chicago. Was the Jacksonville Jaguars win a fluke, or was it a real deal? So is this one of these games that is going to be away somewhere? Because I see it's an 11 a.m. game. So it's a 9 o'clock game. So is that the one that's in Europe? So it's really not a away game for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's an away game for both teams. So I think this is going to be one of those awesome games. I like what Chicago's doing. They got a good defense. I don't respect what Jacksonville's doing right now. I don't think they're that great. And apparently Gabe Davis had some words for coaches on the sideline, so he ain't too happy what's going on over there. So, I mean, shoot, you can't be mad at him. The Bills didn't want him. The Bills did not want him. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says the game is in London. Appreciate you, my girl. So yeah, they didn't want him. So you can't get mad at Gabe Davis. He would have gladly came back to the Bills, but I personally think there was the right idea to say, yo, go test the market and go get paid. And he did. And right now he ain't liking what's going on in Jacksonville. So go figure. That being said, I don't trust Jacksonville, so give me Chicago over Jacksonville. Listen, man, we're about to find out if Washington is the real deal. Is Washington the real deal? Why is my phone doing that? I got the schedule on my phone. I don't have my other laptop, so I'm doing it like this. Is Washington the real deal? And I know they've beaten some good teams, but this is a great test, a fantastic test for Washington against the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are at home, however. So what say you in the chat? Commanders at Baltimore. Do you have Commanders continuing to impress everybody? Cliff Kingsbury comes in and really does it. Now, defensively, the Ravens just gave up 38 freaking points. All right? They gave up 38 points, but they gave up 38 points to a desperate team in the Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burrow that had Jamar Chase, that has T. Higgins, right? They got boys. Who you got in this one, fellas? Washington with the upset. I want to lean towards Washington. But let's be real with each other. Derrick Henry is running his ass off right now, man. He is running his ass off, and they're playing off of Derrick Henry. They're playing off the fear that teams have against Derrick Henry, which is allowing Lamar Jackson to do what he does. But Jaden Daniels is playing like a mother effing star right now. So I'm going to take the Ravens to win this one. Why? I think the veteran team that is starting to find themselves are starting to get hot. And I think they cool down the Commanders. And they truly make, you know what I'm saying, Jaden Daniels look like a rookie. I don't want it to happen. I actually love Jaden Daniels. I love what he's doing for the league. Everybody's paying attention. But I'll take that. Give me my guys, the Ravens over the good old Commanders. All right, next on the list, Green Bay against the Arizona Cardinals. That's a tough one because that's a game that I'm not really that invested and interested in. But nonetheless, it's still on the matchup. It's still on the docket, if you will. Green Bay. What do you guys think? Green Bay is the squad? Does Green Bay take it to Arizona, or is Arizona, have they found themselves a little bit? They found themselves a little run game. They found them. Kyler Murray is finally healthy and navigating through this offense that he's got right now. What say you guys? You guys let me know. I lost my schedule. Darn it. There we go. Here's the deal. I'm looking at the Arizona Cardinals. I'm looking at Green Bay. I like what I see in Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is one of my favorite backs in the game right now. He may not be having the big time numbers, but I know that he can play. And I think I'm going to take Green Bay here. McKinney is an interception machine. He's an interception machine. These guys are playing some good ball right now. So I'm going to take Green Bay over Arizona. I think they're going to give Arizona fits. I think this is what we're going to see coming from the Green Bay Packers. I think they're good offensively. They're starting to get back in shape, and you're going to have Jordan Love starting to get his bearings back. So I'll take Green Bay. Give me Green Bay over Arizona. I'm taking that all day. Let's roll. All right, next on my list, Indy at Tennessee. Bro, Will Levis is a freaking absolute mess. And if Joe Flacco's back in, give me Flacco and the Colts over Tennessee. Now, if Anthony Richardson is back in and they're playing the Titans, man, they piss me off because offensively they're not doing anything. They got the pieces to do some good things, but they're just not doing enough. Joe Flacco balling right now, man. Yo, Michelle, I got you, bro. He is. This boy coming off the couch and lighting cats up. So if he plays, give me the Colts over the Titans. Will Levis is just pissing me off right now. So give me the Colts over the Titans. But if Anthony Richardson is back, give me the Colts over the Titans again. Give me the Colts over the Titans. The Titans is the team that I thought was going to do some really good things, but it's just not happening. It's really just not happening. So away we go. Away we go. Let's roll. Let's keep it rolling, people. Let's keep it rolling. I see my guy Michelle Holloman's throwing some game in the chat. I see that, bro. I see you, bro. All right, Houston at New England. I think this is a no-brainer. I'm going to give the edge to Houston Texans. Houston takes it. Drake May is going to finally get his start. We're going to find out what Drake May is all about. Ramondre Stevenson playing good ball. New England's got a decent defense. They always bring the defense a little bit, but I think Houston, they're missing Nico Collins. So it's going to be the Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs show. I think Joe Mixon might be coming back. Based on how hot the Houston Texans are right now, they're 4-1. They want to keep it up. I think it's going to be a bigger fight than we think, but I think Houston edges out New England, but I think New England's going to fight them hard. Let's go to the next one. Tampa, New Orleans. Give me Tampa over New Orleans. Only because, Derek Carr's hurt. Spencer Rattler's going to come in. I think they're going to start him over the other backup. I don't even know the backup's name. So we could see something there. But give me Tampa. Tampa over the Saints. They're banged up at quarterback. Rashid Shaheed might be hurt. So Olave, we don't know. APB alert. Where the hell's Olave? We don't know where Chris Olave is. So I don't know. So Tampa over New Orleans. Cleveland and Philly. Cleveland blows. Cleveland blows. So give me Philly over Cleveland. I don't know what the hell Cleveland's doing, but they blow. So while you guys are blowing, do me a favor. Trade Amari Cooper to the Bills, and then you guys continue to do what you guys do, because you guys whack. You guys suck right now. Pittsburgh Raiders. Give me Pittsburgh over the Raiders. I don't know what the hell the Raiders do. They don't know what they're doing at quarterback. Their plan went through the gutter when they weren't able to draft Jaden Daniels. Apparently, they wanted Jaden Daniels. If Jaden Daniels went to the Raiders would look like a completely different team. But you got Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. You got two bums playing quarterback. It ain't going to work, bro. It ain't going to work. You don't got a dynamic running back. There's nothing dynamic about this team. The only thing dynamic about this Raiders team is Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins. And they got a coach that may have overplayed himself, or maybe he's a really good coach. But right now, they ain't doing it for me. They ain't doing it for me. So I'm going to take, give me Pittsburgh over the Raiders. That's a no-brainer. Detroit at Dallas. Give me Detroit over Dallas. Dallas, they just got past the Pittsburgh Steelers. Are they the real deal? Are they for real? I can't trust Dallas, man. I can't. So here we go. Detroit over Dallas. I'm taking that. Give me Atlanta over Carolina. I don't care if Andy Dalton's playing. Andy Dalton is Andy Dalton. The sunshine is over, bro. The sunshine's over. The rain's coming your way. Give me Atlanta over Carolina. And last but not least, Cincinnati on the Sunday slot. I got Cincinnati at Giants. The Giants got squeaked in a win last week, but it ain't going to happen this time, bro. Cincinnati is mad. They're pissed, and they want to win. They want a win. So give me the Cincy Bengals over the Giants. And last but not least, the Bills at NYJ. Here's the deal. This is a must-win. This is a must-win, and I'm taking the Bills to beat the Jets. Now, initially, I have a splitting this schedule. This is important. I have a splitting this schedule with the Jets, but I had the Jets winning the first matchup in my initial standings in the offseason. But now that I see what's going on with the Bills and I see what's going on with the Jets, I think I'm going to reverse course here, and I'm going to say the Bills win this one. We'll talk about the game next afterwards, later down the field. But I'm going to take the Bills over the Jets because we're just desperate at this point. And so are the Jets, though. The Jets are 2-3. They can't go to 2-4. So that's what takes place in this game. So and the line right now is 2.5 for Buffalo. So Buffalo's got a 2.5 line. That's the spread right now. And the over-under is 40.5. So that will be interesting, folks. That will be interesting. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing when these two juggernauts, if you will. I don't want to call them juggernauts, but they're not. But these two teams link up when they play each other. That's what it's going to look like. So it's going to be fun. Jets, Bills. Give me the Bills over the Jets. and that's how we're gonna end off our Monday nighter. So that being said, folks, there's your schedule. So we got our top 10 out the way. Now we got our schedule out the way. Let's see how it all plays out. I didn't have an upset this week, man. I didn't really have an upset. You know what? If I'm gonna choose an upset, let me go Washington over the Ravens. That's gonna be my upset pick. My other upset pick, I got two upsets. New England over Houston. Something about a new quarterback starting and they're at home, and maybe you just never know, man. Maybe he comes in and he starts balling out of control and the Texans can't stop it. That's an upset that I could see happening. But my major upset is going to be the Washington Commanders over the Ravens, and we shall go from there. 4-1 versus a team that's 3-2. Let's see how that all shakes out. So week 6 in the books. If you guys enjoyed this show, do me a favor, smash that like. If you guys have not smashed the like, do it. Let's get this video to 300 likes. It's easy. 300 likes. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And like I said, folks, do me a favor. www.supportbf.com. It's that simple. Anything that you want to do, you got to hit that link. If you're going to do anything, hit that link and go ahead and jump in there and support us and continue to show us some love, man. And other than that, man, we got partnerships to talk about. And go ahead and download that app, Autograph. And there's been some new developments, man. So if you have not downloaded the app, go ahead and download that app. This thing is buzzing right now. I get emails on the daily. Keep me updated onto what's going on. And fam, get the app. It's easy to download. And what you have to do is use the code Buffalo Fanatics. It's really that simple. It's that simple. Go ahead and get some love, man. It's really an interactive app. It allows you to kind of gain your fan points, bank them, tickets, merch, get your articles, get your YouTube. And the more you interact with that app and watch our videos there, the more fan points you get. So go ahead and download that app using the code Buffalo Fanatics. That being said, folks, it is my time. I'm out of here. I want you guys to have yourself a fantastic evening. And we will catch you guys again, hopefully on Friday. I leave Friday and home by that evening. So we'll figure out when me and my man Zeba will get down to cracking and doing our good thing, man. So, folks, until next time, it's your boy Rico. It's the Buffalo Fanatics. I'm on the road, and we'll catch you guys back again on Friday. I'll be back in the den making things happen. So, until next time, you guys have a great night. It's the Buffalo Fanatics Rico Report. It's your boy, and I'm gone. Have yourself a great evening. Let's go.
Just like Rico, going live, talking to my people, cause the team's driven like West Her. Other teams can't, it's a repo. The opponents gotta call up Triple O. Bills Mafia, we heating up, we too electrical. We got bean the plug, electric show. We wired up, hit up Rico, he fired up. We know where we stand on the power rankings. Other teams fans in the comments hating, we block them all. We protecting Josh. Salute to him, he the general now. Rico got legends for interviews. How the Buffalo Bills got the best fan base. Away games, red, white, blue in the crowd. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. Play good, be humble. Number 17, the captain. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. I'm a Buffalo fanatic. Hey, I'm a Buffalo fanatic.